Okay, so I just finished Joseph Campbell's Primitive Mythology. And man, this is like reading a textbook. It's so dense. What does he go into? Well, he's talking all about the cave paintings and the cave bear, the Ainu, the Lascaux, Trois Frères, shamanism, and it's so much information that you can't even absorb it all. But it's you can get the message just from listening to his interviews and watching Mythos and stuff like that. But it's good to read it too. His whole thing is all the myths of the world are telling the same story, basically. And I'm glad I read it. I probably won't ever read it again, but and there's a few other books in this series. There's Occidental Mythology, which I did read. That's the one where he's talking about Greek myth and Islam and Zoroaster and all that stuff. And then he's got Oriental Mythology and Creative Mythology, which I haven't read yet. But it's good to get into Campbell because it when you read Campbell, it kind of informs the different art that you look at and different books you read. You always come back to Campbell and think about what he had to say about it. He was, he had a really interesting an idea with his whole comparative mythology approach. Finding the similarities as well as the differences. But yeah, man, I'd love to go see some of these caves. I'd love to go to Lascaux and Trois Frères, and I'd love to see all that shit around there if I had the money and the means and the credentials. Just go see all that awesome stuff. But right now, I got a bus pass and I'm going to work, and I'm lucky to have a job. And so get into Campbell. Hero with 1,000 Faces is I've read that a couple times, and I'll probably donate this book to the library. It looks like it came from a library in Oregon, so hey, I guess I have been to Oregon after all. Okay, happy reading, and don't be afraid to think for yourself and ask questions, and don't believe everything people tell you. Don't follow the crowd. Never. Looks like it was first published in 1959, so it's pretty old now. But okay, and with that, happy reading.